Yes, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just finishing my commercial training and stuff at the moment, so working here full time, just involved in this training.
Right, where's the
and hopefully go on to do it.
Yeah, I'll make sure you shoot them.
Follow the road, follow your
Straight.
That's it, yeah.
Somebody in, you have to wait.
So what time is your flight? I think, is it after this is finished?
Yes,
Go
yeah.
watch, but you don't get to sit in the seats, I don't think.
Now, why don't we start both engines together? Well, they're burning a ton of fuel an hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the number 2 engine, the right-hand engine. This aircraft gets started, typically, not always, but most of the time it gets started first. There's a few reasons for that, just take my word for it. They'll start the number 2 engine first, and then they'll push back. And the captain will have a look at what aircraft is in front of him or her. So if I'm number 7 in the departure sequence, that means there's 6 aircraft in front of me. I've got to ask myself the question, if I've only got if there's only one runway available at the airport, Manchester, you have 2 runways. But if I was at somewhere like maybe, I don't know, Doncaster, 1 runway, anything could happen with them 6 aircraft departing in front of me. So why not wait to start that engine? Let's taxi out on 1 engine and save a bit of fuel, because fuel, it's a lot of money, £1.20, £1.30 litres. It's checking a few things. We'll advance the thrust levers in a short while. The first call out will be 80 knots. So the first officer will say, when this aircraft is at 80 knots, he'll say 80 knots. The captain who's flying will look at his flight display and confirm that his says the same. So let's listen to that 80 knot check. 80 knots, check. Next call out is V1. V1 is a speed. If we abort the takeoff before V1, we have enough runway to land and to stop this aircraft. There's V1, we're now committed. Even if that engine fails now, we are going to continue to take this aircraft into the air. And there we are. This pilot's going to say positive rate, gear up. Gear's coming up there now, the lights have gone red. They'll go off in a short while. You hear the gear coming up there now. The pilot's now asking for certain modes on the mode control panel, the mode control panel there. And fairly soon you're going to see us turn out to the right as we agreed, because remember we're on 2-3 right. See, it might appear that not a lot is happening in the cockpit at the moment, but the captain is actually still hand flying the aircraft. Very soon, the captain's going to get one of these buttons here, one of these 2 buttons here, and I'll press one of those 2 buttons and I'll ask the autopilot to resume control of the aircraft. At that time, the pilot's really, honestly, on monitoring there now, everything that's programmed into the computer. So there's that right-hand turnout. Okay, so people often ask me, what if one of the engines failed? Okay, do you think this aircraft can continue its takeoff and continue flying on 1 engine? Yeah. Absolutely. Aircraft that carry passengers, it has to be the Civil Aviation Authority has to be satisfied that an aircraft can meet